Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the session 4 of Unit 1 Introduction to Estimation and Costing for the course Estimation and Costing for 6th semester Diploma Mechanical Engineering. The course code is 15ME61T. Myself, Muhammad Imran, lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Karwa. So today we are discussing various methods of calculating depreciation and the simple problems on depreciation. So in the last class we have discussed about the depreciation. What is depreciation? So depreciation is nothing but loss and in the value and the efficiency of the machine with the lapse of time during its usage is known as depreciation. The value and the efficiency of the machine decreases with its usage. For example, a lathe machine which is purchased for 1 lakh during this year, after 10 years, it will not be that much efficient which is when it was purchased, and its value also decreased from 1 lakh to maybe 10,000 or to 20,000. So this during its use, its value and efficiency decreases. So that is called as depreciation. There may be a lot of causes for depreciation, which we have discussed earlier. Today we are discussing various methods of depreciation, calculating depreciation. The first one is the straight line method, diminishing balance method, sinking fund method, annuity charging method, the insurance policy method, revaluation or regular valuation method, machine hour basis method, sum of the year digit method. So straight line method. In this method, the loss in the value of machine is directly proportional to its age. In this method, the loss in the value of machine is directly proportional to its age, as the year directly proportional. If the year changes, then its depreciation uh, changes, its value changes, keep on changes. This method is also known as fixed installment method, since everywhere same installment is collected. In this method, the same installment is collected. So this method is also known as fixed installment method, as the fixed installment is collected in every year. Hence, no consideration is made about the maintenance and repairs and charges, which is gradually increases as the machine getting older. In this method, one disadvantage is that this method doesn't consider the repair and maintenance charges, which is gradually increases after the machine getting old. So the repair and maintenance charges will not be much higher in the initial period, but after some period, suppose the life of the machine is 10 years, uh, after the 5 years, the repair and maintenance cost is much greater compared to the earlier 5 years, because it is getting older, the repairs and maintenance charges will be more. So this charges is not considered by this method. So actually this practically it is not possible. Only for calculation purpose of simple machines or simple components, these methods are used. Here it is given by the formula D equals to C minus S by L, where D is the depreciation amount per year amount collected depreciation. C is the initial cost of the machine. You can see initial cost, initial purchase cost of the machine. S is the scrap value. During after its life ends, there is some scrap value of the machine. If you scrap it, you will get some money. So that value is known as scrap value, where N is the life of the machine. Next, the diminishing balance method. So in this method, the value disadvantages of first method is considered here. That is, here it is not fixed uh, method. It is not the fixed installment method. The depreciation value changes everywhere. How it will change? So you can see here, in this method, the value of machine goes on decreasing as its existence continues. This method uh, consider the fact that the value of machine depreciates rapidly in the earlier year, and later on slowly. A certain value of percentage is calculated on current book value is taken as depreciation. Hence, this method is also known as percentage on book value method. So, in this method, the depreciation amount collected is much greater in earlier years and it keep on decreasing in the later year. Some fixed percentage is calculated on the book value. So, it will changes, it will decreases year by year. So, it is the fixed percentage X that is given by the formula. It is the fixed percentage. It is not the fixed installment. How the fixed percentage decreases the value? For example, the first year the 10,000 is the book value of the machine. The percentage it has come as 10%. Fixed percentage it has we got it as by calculation as 10%. What will happen? 10,000 into 10,000 10% is 1,000. So in the next year, we should not calculate on book value. The book value will become because we have deposited 1,000 there. The book value of the machine here is 9,000. Will become 9,000. So 10% of that will become 900. And for next year it will become 800. Similarly 700. So it keep on decreasing. The diminishing balance, diminishing as the name itself tells, diminishing. It is higher, much higher in initial year and keep on decreasing or diminishing later on years. So it is given by the formula for the fixed percentage x equals to 1 minus s by c divided power of 1 by n, where s is the scrap value, c is the initial cost of the machine, n is the life of the machine, x is fixed percentage. Sinking fund method. So in this method, the depreciation fund is equal to the actual loss in the value of asset or machine is estimated, taking into account the interest on the so accumulated fund. The rate of depreciation will be constant throughout the life of the machine and gives by the equation. In this method, the rate of interest is applied on the fund. So depending upon that, the depreciation fund is collected. It is given by the formula. So all these methods you come to know while doing the solution. So don't confuse much about what is these things. So we are doing during solution. You come to know the actual methods and everything. You come to know. D equals to R into C minus S divided by 1 plus R to the power n minus 1. Here the extra thing has come is only R, that is a rate of interest on depreciated fund in the fraction number. Remaining everything is same. S is scrap value, C is initial cost, N is life of machine, D is the depreciation value uh, per year, rate of depreciation per year. Next, annuity charging method. In this method, interest is charged on the cost of machinery or asset everywhere. See, there cost interest was charged on this method. In sinking first method, the interest was charged on fund which is collected in the depreciation fund collected. But here the interest is charged on machinery. Machines are asset everywhere on the book value, but the rate of depreciation is constant everywhere. The rate of depreciation is constant everywhere. Is given by the formula D equals to C into 1 plus R to the power n minus S into 1 minus R 1 plus R divided by 1 minus 1 plus R to the power of n. D equals to rate of depreciation, R is the rate of interest in fraction number, N is life of machine, S is scrap value, C is initial cost. Machine hour basis method. In this method, the work hour or chart of the every machine is maintained to know that the total number of hours the machine runs in a year. Considering the total number of hours the machine runs on depreciation rate is calculated. Here, the depreciation fund is collected on total number of hours the machine worked. For example, if a company is manufacturing a piston which works 8 hours per day. So, if a company purchased a particular product for a particular that machine which is manufacturing the piston, for 1 lakh rupees. Now it is manufacturing working 8 hours. So total number of hours in a year will become 8 per day into 30 days into 25 days per month, 5 days holiday, assuming that 5-day holiday, 8 into 25 days, uh, 8 into 25 days will become 200 into 12 12 months. So 200 into 12, 2400. So 1 lakh divided by 2400 hours. So what the cost will come around 5 rupees or 10 rupees. So that will be deposited in the account. For example, if a machine runs 8 hours per day, then if that depreciation per hour has come as 10 hours, then 80 rupees you have to deposit in the depreciation fund. So as the machine it has some life, its life is complete, then whatever the fund has come from there, that will be used for purchasing the new machine. Here the machine hour used instead of everything rate of interest. That's it. Sum of the year digit method. So here the life of the machine, this method considers the fact that the reduction in value of asset or machine will be greater initially and it will decreases gradually, similar to a diminishing balance method. Therefore, the greater amount of depreciation is charged during earlier years of the life, and it goes on reducing as the life equipment decreases. For calculation of depreciation, total cost is spread over the whole life in the decreasing proportion. For example, if the life of the machine is 6 years, then we have to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 plus 6. That will become 6 plus 5 plus 11, 4, 15, uh, 17 and 18. So for first year, you have to calculate as 6 divided by 18. For second year, you have to calculate 5 divided by 18, 4 divided by 18, like that. 6 years you have to collect. So depreciation charges per year equals to remaining life of asset in years and sum of the digit of the year. So for first year, the remaining life of the year is um, 6 divided by 18. Next year is 5 divided by 18. So depreciation amount is more in first year and it is keep on decreasing next year. So you come to know during a solution this problem. So the first problem on the depreciation. A machine was purchased for rupees 30,000. The machine is purchased for rupees 30,000. The cost of the erection was rupees 10,000. Erection means nothing but installation charges. So don't confuse what is that new word erection. Erection is nothing but the installation charges. The estimated life of the machine was 20 years. So life of the machine is 20 years. The scrap value at the end of the useful life was 8,000. The scrap value at the end of the useful life was 8,000. So scrap value is 8,000 and determine the rate of depreciation per year. So you have to calculate the rate of depreciation per year by straight line method. You have to calculate by first method, that is straight line method. After the 10 years of machine underwent major repairs and uh, repair cost was 6,000. What will be the new rate of depreciation per year? So in initial cost, you must have all the costs including erection charges, installation charges is also comes under the total cost of the machine. This purchase cost plus installation cost plus repairs and maintenance cost will be added for initial cost of the machine. That point you have to remember. So what he's saying that a machine was purchased for 30,000. Uh, 30,000. Uh, the cost of the erection is 10,000. So installation charge is 10,000. The estimated life of the machine is 20 years. So life of the machine is 20 years. The scrap value at the end of the useful life was 8,000. After the use of 20 years, the scrap value is 8,000, not before the 20 years. He is saying that the scrap value at the end of the useful life. The useful life is 20 years. Determine the rate of depreciation by straight line method. After 10 years of machine underwent major repairs and maintenance, after 10 years, so after 10 years the machine undergoes repairs cost, that is 6,000. What will be the new rate of depreciation per year? You have to calculate the depreciation two times here. Once uh, before 10 years and after 10 years. So the purchase cost is 30,000, erection charge is 10,000, life of the machine is 20, scrap value is 8,000. So total initial cost will become purchase cost plus erection charges, that will become 40,000. So this 6,000 you should not consider initially. This 6,000 cost will come after 10 years. So you have to add it after 10 years. Not you should not consider it before within 10 years. So for initially we are calculating it for a initial years before 10 years. So that will become purchase cost is 30,000 and the erection charges is 40,000. So 6,000 should not consider because it is after 10 years. So depreciation for straight line method, C minus S by N. So initial cost is 40,000, scrap value is 8,000, life of the machine is 20. So if you come, if you calculate, that will come it as 1,600. That means you have to collect 1,600 per year. So what will happen if you collect 1,600 per year into 20 years? What will happen? 1,600 into 20, that is 16,000 into 2, that is 32,000. 32,000 will be collected plus 8,000, that is your scrap value, the 40,000. The machine rate of machine has come, but he has said that after 10 years the machine underwent major repairs and repair cost was 6,000. So after 10 years the cost of the machine again changes because it has undergone the repair. So you have to calculate the new rate of initial cost after 10 years, new rate of machine after 10 years. What will happen? After 10 years the major repair is 6,000, but you should not add it to that is the thing you have to remember. You should not add it to this 40,000. Why? Because it is during initial period. Now its value decreases after 10 years. Its value is not same 40,000. Its value decreases. How much it decreases? What is the fund collected there? That you have to deduct. That will become the value of the machine now. See, initial cost C minus 10 into depreciation fund collected in 10 years. So 40,000 is the initial cost of the machine minus 10 years. In 10 years we have collected 1,600 per year. It is a fixed installment. So every year you have collected 1,600. So in the depreciation fund, how much amount is collected? 10 into 1,600, that is 16,000. So 40,000 minus 16,000, that is 24,000. So the cost of the machine is now 24,000 when after 10 years. Why? Because 24,000, because in the depreciation fund you have 16,000 and the cost of the machine is now 24,000. If you add both, that will become the initial cost 40,000. So 24,000 is the value of the machine. 16,000 fund is collected in your account. So total is 40,000. But after 10 years, if you consider only the machine, the value of machine becomes 24,000. Now after 10 years, the 6,000 expenses has come, that is repair expenses. Now if you add this 6,000 to this is 24,000, the new initial cost will become 30,000. We come to know the point. Okay, after 10 years these expenses has come, so you have to add it after 10 years only. So 24,000 plus 6,000, that will become 30,000. So remaining life of the machine is now only 10 years. Should not add 20 years because only 10 years is over now. 10 years only is the left. So new rate of depreciation now after 10 years, C minus S, C1 minus C1 is the new rate, initial cost. N1 is also new life. Scrap value remains same. Scrap value will not changes. Uh, Scrap value we have to consider for 20 years always. It will not vary. So because we have completed all 20 years here, 10 years here, 10 years here. So C1 is 30,000 minus 8,000 is scrap value, 10 years is the remaining life. So that is 2,200. Okay, how we cross check now? So whatever the fund amount collected, that is capable of handling the total cost of the machine. Now see here, we have collected 16,000 after 10 years. Okay, so after 10 years 16,000 has collected. Now you have to collect 2,200 per year. So 2,200 per year into how much year you have to collect? That is for 10 years. That will become, if you collect 2,200 every year for 10 years, constant year, so that will become 22,000. So 22,000 will be collected here in the later year, later 10 years. So initially you have collected 16,000. 16,000 plus 22,000 is 38,000. I think, yes, 38,000. Yeah. 38,000 in fund is collected in 38,000 fund is collected in depreciation fund. So 38,000, but the initial cost of the total cost of the machine is how much? 40,000 plus this expenses 46,000. It has to recover 46,000, but 38,000 is collected here. Where is remaining? That is scrap value 8,000. If you add 38,000, 8,000, that will be 46,000. So every amount is collected so that we can purchase the new machine now. Okay. I hope you understood this problem very clearly. Thank you for watching.